Flying a wood model aircraft is a way to experience the adventure of flight on a small scale. But there's a lot to do before takeoff. These miniature planes usually come in kits that can take dozens of hours to piece together. But of course, that's just part of the fun. Wood model planes are part of aviation history. The first real flying machines were made of wood, and soon after their invention, people began building miniature wood replicas in kit form. Today, modern manufacturing techniques take the concept to a whole new level. Production begins with blocks of wood that circle on a system of conveyors. Each time around, a long blade slices away a thin piece. They transfer the sheets of wood to a table that moves in a computer-choreographed sequence while lasers overhead make cuts. This computerized system produces parts that will fit together perfectly, no matter how intricate the design. To assemble the kit at home, the modeler extracts the pre-cut parts. He then builds the fuselage right on top of the plans in order to follow them to the letter. After the fuselage has been assembled, he focuses on the wings. He braces the main spar with numerous ribs to create a cross-sectional airfoil that will generate lift. He then glues the wing's leading edge to the framework. The framework is very similar to that of full-sized wooden wings built in the early days of flight. It's made mainly of tropical balsa, a wood that's both lightweight and exceptionally strong. The modeler joins the two wings. The tongue of one fits into the laser-cut slot of another. This joint will later be glued to reinforce it. He demonstrates the next step, using the wing of another model. He drapes plastic film over the wing skeleton. He tacks the plastic to it and smooths out ripples and bubbles. He then heat shrinks the plastic to give the model aircraft its tight skin. Of course, there's no need for a paint job because the plastic is tinted. Finally, he confirms that it's drum tight. Back on the production line, they're now winding wire to produce a spring. This spring is a shock absorber for the plane's front landing gear. With that complete, they now position a sheet of preheated plastic above 6 molds of wheel covers. He activates a vacuum that pulls the plastic over the molds. In seconds, it cools and solidifies into the shape of the wheel covers, called pants. With the wheel pants assembled to the craft, the modeler now installs the 2-stroke alcohol-burning engine in the front compartment. He attaches the muffler to the engine's crankcase. He then secures the spinner's backplate and propeller onto the engine's drive shaft with a washer and a bolt. This assembly will have to withstand the force of the spinning propeller, so he tightens it to the max. This model plane is now ready for flight. Incredibly, it started out as a bunch of parts in a box, but they all come together in the hands of a skillful modeler. Of course, a good set of instructions is essential. Assembling each model can take up to 50 hours. We've just shown the highlights. The payoff comes when the operator manipulates the transmitter joystick and the parts of the plane move right on cue. From fighter planes and biplanes to civilian aircraft and extreme aerobatic machines, when it comes to these historical replicas, the sky really is the limit.